Alright, it's been a week since Weak Hero Class 2 dropped, so I'm guessing a lot of us already binged it. And honestly, Season 2, pretty damn good. But it could have been so much more emotional, more fleshed out. That's exactly what we're gonna break down today. Because as much as I was blown away by a lot of things, I've got a few thoughts to share too. So stick around until the end, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because you won't want to miss this analysis. So first off, after waiting 3 years, 3 whole years, it felt like forever, my hype was through the roof. When the trailers dropped a month before release, when TikTok edits of Season 1 started flooding in, all of that just made me more and more excited. I couldn't wait for April 25th, right after my finals, chilling at home with my mom and little brother, watching the drama in the living room. Let's do a quick recap of Season 2. After transferring to Jun-young High School, Seo becomes friends with Park Ji-hoon, Seo Jun-tae, and Go-hyun-tak. After everything that went down at his old school, he promises himself never to lose friends again because of school violence. But now, he's facing an even bigger, more dangerous group. Among its most notorious members, Baek-jin and Seong-je. We'll talk more about those two later. So, how can I put this? It was amazing. And I'm guessing a lot of you also binged it on release day. 8 really intense episodes, packed with emotion, super satisfying from start to finish. What a joy it was to see Seo again, played by one of my favorite actors, Park Ji-hoon. That same sad, emotional gaze. But this time, there's something heavier. He's haunted, still traumatized by what happened to Suho in Season 1. So much so that he's decided to stop fighting. And now he's surrounded by a new group, all really likable. First up, Seo Jun-tae, played by Choi Min-young. A shy, bullied student, kind of weak at first, but unlike a certain character from Season 1, he never gives up. Even when things aren't in his favor, he doesn't just sit back. Like that scene where he used Newton's law, something he learned from Ryeoun, to return everyone's phones and stand up to Ryeoun. That really impressed me, and his character brings real humor to the show too. Then there's Go-hyun-tak, played by Lee Min-jae. From the moment he was introduced, I knew he'd be great. He's cheerful, positive, but also super loyal and always there for his friends. A real solid dude. And of course, Park Ji-hoon, aka Baku, played by Ryeoun. He's the breakout star. There's just something about him. His presence, his vibe, his humor. He's unforgettable. He's insanely strong, funny, and emotionally compelling. He has his serious moments too. Honestly, he brings so much to this season. And that intro with the slam dunk reference? Loved it. As an anime fan, I was instantly hooked. Even Ryeoun, who I couldn't stand at first, ended up cracking me up a few times. That unpredictable side of his really works. Now, let's talk villains, starting with my favorite, even though he's a total scumbag, Seong-je, played by the GOAT, Lee Jun-young. And wow, what a character! Stylish, cruel, unforgettable. His fight scenes are wild. And as always, Lee Jun-young brings so much emotion. This role suits him perfectly. He's amazing at playing bad guys, but he's also great in other roles. Check out my video on versatile actors if you want to know more. Then there's Baek-jin, played by Bae Na-ra, who I didn't know before. He's convincing, commands respect, and his fights, especially the one against Baku, are intense. But I do think he lacks development. It's unclear why he's so determined to recruit Hoomin into the Union. We know they used to be friends, and he taught him how to fight, but that's never really explained. Let's move on to the story. What I liked is that this season ups the scale. We're no longer just in one school with a few isolated fights. Now, there's a real external threat, the Union, led by Baek-jin, which basically controls all the schools in the region, except Jun-young. That's interesting. The stakes are definitely higher than in Season 1, but it's not developed enough. We find out there's someone above Baek-jin, the real boss. We see him briefly, but we know nothing about him. Why he created the Union, what his goals are, how he recruited Baek-jin, it's all missing. What I loved, though, was Seon's bond with his new friends. It's well built. Even though he had sworn off fighting, he steps back into the ring to protect them. You can feel that these are people who truly care about him and understand him, and that helps him grow. That scene where he's about to leave Korea and they call him to say goodbye, that hit hard. They help him realize that what happened to Suho wasn't his fault. It takes some of that weight off his shoulders. And it goes both ways. Ryeoun helps them grow, too. Take Baku, for example, who had joined the union out of resignation but ends up turning against it, largely because of Ryeoun. Quick side note, Park Ji-hoon's acting is phenomenal. He's probably one of the only actors who can smile without really smiling. Hard to explain, but he nails it. Now let's talk about the fights. And I might be going a bit far here, but to me, these are the best fight scenes in K-drama history. Way more intense than season 1. Every punch feels heavy, it's raw, it's realistic, no flashy effects, just solid, well-choreographed action. Seoyun and Baku's fights are crazy. Seoyun uses whatever he can find. Smart, strategic. Baku, he's a beast. He just tanks everything. That final fight? Absolutely insane. Now, about the power rankings everyone's debating in social media. No, Seoyun isn't weaker than in season 1, he's actually way stronger. He takes hits, dodges well, beats tougher opponents, using only his brain. No, Suho or Baku aren't the strongest. It's definitely not Baek-jin. He fights Baku and Seoyun one after the other. And in the webtoon, it's even clearer. He beats Baku easily. Now for a few criticisms. 8 episodes to cover over 200 chapters? That's way too short. They easily could have done 12 or even 16 episodes. Some relationships feel underdeveloped. Everything moves too fast. And that reunion scene with Suho at the end? Honestly, big letdown. Too rushed, not emotional enough, and it's the moment we were all waiting for. And apparently, that's also how the webtoon ends. So if Netflix does a season 3, and they love renewing shows when they're popular, what's it going to be about? Park Ji-hoon hinted in an interview that season 3 might happen. But when? And what would it even cover? I've got too many questions. By the way, let me ask you something. For action-heavy dramas like Bloodhounds or Study Group, do you watch them for the story or just for the fight scenes? Because honestly, Weak Hero doesn't have a super complex plot, except when it comes to character relationships or treating hard themes like harassment. Last cool detail I noticed this time, a lot of the actors have worked together before. Suho and Baku in Twinkling Watermelon, Suho and Hyun-tak in Taxi Driver, and Suho and Jun-tae in 2521. Even the actor who plays young Baku, it's the same one who played young Ryeoun in Twinkling Watermelon. I love those little low-key crossovers. Anyway, we're at the end now. And I'd say season 2 was really incredible. Memorable characters, legendary fight scenes, a super charismatic main lead. Even with the lack of development and the fast pace, it's still a standout season. I just wish we had more episodes. And if you're wondering whether this season was better than the first, in terms of fights, yes. But for emotional moments, I'd say no. Let me know what you thought, who your favorite character was, what you liked or didn't like. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.